Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with a new weekly painting, and this time I'm going to do something special or something different. I'm going to make my first basis for my blood bone, and it's going to be my idea is to make bases where with this crack, but instead of putting lava on the cracks, I will start doing putting blood. So I will do like wastelands where the blood is flowing through the cracks. So to make it look very, really very, what you call this, very Khorne, no? So, and I will start first applying some dark color on the recess. I will start very dark, and I will start with some, this is called dark red from Vallejo. Okay, so we'll start filling the cracks with this color. Have to shake it well. So we are going to apply this first on the different cracks. Don't worry, later on we will need to clean the surroundings of the cracks. Okay. This is just to have a good base. It's not really blood color, is a little bit too. Here we just stab the brush inside. Okay. And we are going to wait until this dries before doing the next step. So we just apply this color and we wait until this dries before doing the next step. So this is how the base is looking like now that we have applied the dark red. And now I'm going to apply directly blood for the blood god. Okay. Shake it well. I'm going to use quite a thin brush, and we are going to apply this with on top of the red that we applied before. Okay. We apply a first layer. Just of this color. And here it's not going to be visible, the blood, and we don't want this, so these crosses are quite thin, and in principle they shouldn't be visible to these crosses. We want this to look quite bloody, and now this is too light. We can use a little bit of the new Noon oil, gloss Noon oil, to make it darker, to make some darker parts. We put on the palette just in case I have a mix. But I don't let it. We're just going to apply a little bit, then mix it with the blood for the blood god. Then when this is mixing, okay, we want to make a darker look. Okay. can apply a little bit of the black, exactly following the border. A little bit more of blood for the logo here. So we let it dry. We'll let this dry and we come back once this have dry out. So this is how it's looking like now that it's dry, and the thing is looking like quite good. Okay, so now I'm going to use etching gray, and I'm going to paint with etching red the rocks and clean all this red that we have out of place. Okay, so we are going to be sure. I want to use a dark gray because then I will be able to do more highlights, but I think this gray is too thin, it's too watery. So this gray was too watery and I decided to change now to Stone Vermin Fur. It's a little bit more browny, maybe less dark, but it's going to work better. So let's just apply Stone Vermin Fur, and we want to go also here to the side. Because this is not like the lava, when we did the lava, so here you don't want to have reflections, or you don't want to build on the sides, on the walls, because here there is not anything that is creating light in the blood, it's just blood. So we can keep a little bit just at the bottom to show that if it's dirtening. Okay, because I consider they have like rivers of blood. Okay, so it's Khorne is twisting this land and we have blood everywhere. We are going to have blood and we are going to add skulls. Okay, so I'm going to paint all these rocks with the Stone Vermin Fur, and once it's done I will come back. So I applied the gray as I explained. Now I'm going to do here gold. Okay, I'm going to apply Retributor Gold on this part. Okay, we're going to use a big brush for that. Okay, I will not do, I will just paint this as it was fallen piece from a temple and it's gold. Okay. This is good enough. We wait until this dries, but what we are going to do, okay, is we are going to wash all these stones with Aglax Airshade. The reason is it's much lighter than what I wanted, so I want to make it darker, and to do that I will wash them with Aglax Airshade. We have to be careful not to dirten the blood that we already painted, so we will mainly focus on the surfaces. We will not, okay, something like that. You can see because the surfaces have their own texture. We have, yeah, this is showing the texture. Okay. you see, I put my finger there and I rub a little bit. I rub a little bit of the gold off. So we'll need to put a little bit here. I'm going to apply a little bit here. Okay. This part, and then once the gold is dry, we will apply the same on the gold. So I will wait until this wash is dry and I come back to do the final steps. So once the wax air shade is dry, we are going to do a couple of dry brushes and we are going to finalize this miniature. Of course, after that I will add some additional decoration to this vase, but here I wanted just to focus how the basics to make this type of vases, this type of I will say blood rivers or blood crack vases. So I'm going to use downstone. Okay, I will do a dry brush with downstone. Be soft at the beginning just to check. Okay, you can be harder in some points more than others. Okay, I know that I do some videos about bases, but I think I just want to show you how the same base and how you can just use even the same base for different things. So you have seen I use this type of bases for lava or magma, and now I'm using the same bases to do something like blood or for the blood bone. So now I'm going to change and use downstone. We will go to Administrating Gray. And you see that the texture looks not that sharp, but if you do the appropriate dry brush, you can pop up quite easily the texture of these vases. And if you want, you also can add a little bit of sand, if depending what you do. Because here I was doing like more rocky surfaces, I thought that the sand was not making a lot of sense. Okay, the last step I will do, I will use now some of the dry paints, and I will use Longberg Way. I'm shaking, but you don't need to shake these ones. Are two. We'll take a little bit of okay, and we are going to see. I start doing first the edges. It will create more sharpness. Now we can do clear points in some areas. And yeah, one of the last things that we can do, if you want, we can do like small spots of blood out of the rivers. I was wondering if to do that or not. For example, what I will take again blood. blood for the blood god. Okay. I will add, for example, a little bit. You see here that is like this thing emerging. We can add a little bit, for example, here in this recess, like something like that. The other thing that you can add is some splashes or small splashes somewhere. So we can take just, I will take this, okay, and then we can do, for example, a splash here. Okay, you see, we can do another splash here. Another one, we can do another one. Okay, just a little bit. You can also stab if you want. Okay. And now we let it dry, and we will have small splashes of blood also on. I can add a little bit on the silver, on the gold. And that's all. You see, when you dirty your fingers, it looks like really you have blood. You see, this is the blood in your, so it looks really like flesh blood. Okay, I'm going to clean the brush. Yeah, now I'm dirtying all the brush. Okay. So, yeah, here I finalize this. This is how a way to make your bases for your blood bone. You can do more blood if you want, but I think this is good enough. And now we have this miniature. This is the miniature that will go on top of this base. Okay, so I hope you find interesting the tutorial of this, something different, something more related to the blood bone. I will see if I will paint more of my blood bone or not, because I still have a lot of work to do on the silver tower. Yeah, and maybe I will open a questionnaire. What is the next project that you would like to see after I have painted the silver tower? So for now, that's all. As usual, yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Thanks a lot for the support that you're giving to my channel. You can support me just by sharing, commenting, and you also can support me in Patreon. Find the link in the description below to my Patreon account if you want to support me just with €1. With €1 I will be happy. All the money I'm collecting is used to the channel. As you can see, I try to bring new things every month and every week. I'm trying to do a tutorial every week on different things. So I hope you find this interesting. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye.